rewarded? Well, in fact, they don't get rewarded, because if these sellers were rewarded, they would have successfully broken the zone, right? They would have broken below this area, but in fact, they haven't. So you want to look at it logically. You want to look at it logically. You want to ask yourself this one question. The sellers have failed, and the reason they failed is because we've rejected above this area, and we've also left a small fair value gap over here. So this is going to be our POI. This is a 5-minute POI. So we've rejected off this area, and now we've left a POI over here. Just to make things clear, we've left a very, very tiny fair value gap over here, right? This is the fair value gap. So notice how from here, let's break this down again using the power of 3. So the power of 3 shows us one thing, right? The power of 3 shows us that we're below the 10 a.m. Eastern. We've rejected over 15-minute fair value gap. And now we're waiting for a further rejection of this 5-minute candle, right? 5-minute fair value gap, sorry. So let's break this down from the order flow. So notice how we have a ton of aggressive sellers, but they haven't been rewarded at the fair value gap, right? This is super important to understand. Now from here, what's even more interesting, let's break this down. So we see the fair value gap just over here. This is the bullish fair value gap over here. Now let's break things down again in terms of this on the order flow and ATAS platform. So look at how prices come into this area. And I want traders to understand you don't need to read every single number. In fact, reading every single number is the worst way to go about it. You want to be looking at specific bold patches, as I call them in the order flow. This is the ATAS platform, ATAS. You want to be looking for the bold patches. Now, the bold patches are telling you who's aggressive and who's passive, right? So we see a bold patch over here. We see 459 for only 235. So it's roughly double the amount of aggressive sellers